I think we decided to put on the exhibition because everybody was talking about it. It's been in the news, it's been in people's minds, and I felt it was important to show that Migration Museum can put on exhibitions that are really about the moment, about important issues that are happening right now and that are relevant to so many people. I think perhaps the main objective of the exhibition was to humanise, to sort of get away from the labels that are imposed on many people, you know, like refugee, immigrant, migrant, alien, Martian, whatever, which are meaningless really, and to emphasise that, you know, that people are human beings, ordinary people like you and me, neither angels nor victims, with families, with hopes, with dreams, and so that we could give them a platform to have their voices heard, and to have their voices heard in the way that they would want them to be heard, not the way the media slants them. So I think that was the main objective. And then I also wanted to raise awareness, people who perhaps don't know what's going on, or who haven't had access to the Calais camp, or who don't care, or who fear, you know, Cameron's kind of nameless swarm of migrants. So I wanted to raise awareness and also some kind of empathy towards those people who are in an appalling situation. Well, I felt I couldn't curate this exhibition without actually going to Calais. So I went to Calais, or we went to Calais 3 times, and firstly to tell people there what we were doing, and in a way to get some kind of, permission's not quite the right word, but some sort of consensus that this was an okay thing to do. And the way we did that was to ask people in Calais what they wanted people in the UK to know about them, to learn about them. So we felt that it could come from them rather than us kind of saying, this is what we're going to do. And that turned out to be exactly what people did want. They did want to tell their stories to a certain extent. They did want to reveal their identities to a certain extent. And we were always very, very sensitive about how far we could go with that. So yes, we collected people's stories in the Calais camp, in the tents and the shelters, and we collected people's stories here, over 50 interviews. And so that's quite an important element of the exhibition. And the other element is the artistic response. I wanted to show how European artists see the refugee situation and the Calais camp in particular. And I wanted to put that alongside the art of artists within the camp itself. And that was key, that was absolutely key for me, to be able to show the work of artists and of people making art in the camp, or not necessarily artists. In order for, it's going back to this thing about the voice, in order for them to have a voice, and to be able to express themselves through art. So if they couldn't tell us their names, they could express themselves through art. If they couldn't come over here, which many of them can't, their art could come here.